Here's O'Neill, and this is my final robotics project. So the three deliverables that I tackled were up, up, and away, stretch those legs, and Project Runway. And for my final project, I split up Project Runway into an A and B variant, and I asked the question, will a robot with two elements mutated in its weights matrix walk down a runway better than a robot with only one element mutated? So basically, will a robot with a higher mutation rate do better? The variant A is the lower mutation rate, B is the higher one. So for the coding for these projects, I mostly just had to change how fitness was evaluated if we were minimizing Z, maximizing Z, minimizing X, and I also, for Project Runway, had to build a runway and spawn the robot on top of it, and I went back to minimizing the X. So for results, let's look at some videos. This is first an unevolved behavior to demonstrate that my robot did in fact evolve. The robot's just skittering along, not really getting anywhere. For the evolved behavior, we will see that the robot is in fact going to move down the runway, and I want you to follow the back leg of the robot. It's skittering along, going down, pretty going to the right a little bit, and the back leg is pretty lined up with the blue origin dot. Now for variant B with the higher mutation rate, let's follow that back leg to see if it does better than A. Ooh, it's going, and if you look, the back leg is in fact farther along down the runway, meaning the torso has gone farther down the runway as well. So it seems that variant B has done better. So if we look at this graph, a better mean fitness is lower on the graph because we were trying to minimize the X coordinate. And as you can see, the mean fitnesses of B overall eventually do far better than the mean fitnesses of A. So a robot with a higher mutation rate was able to walk down the runway farther. And as you can see, initially the means are pretty similar, but eventually around the third generation of robots, the mean fitness comes out on top. And this could be, over time, the impact of the extra mutated weights is compounding, so eventually the robot has more to evolve with. So if I had a year's worth of time, I would try and find the optimal mutation rate, and I would also change the physical structure of the robot with that optimal mutation rate.